Hi, welcome to another RC Pilot Pete Watson video. Today I'm going to share a model with you that I've bought. I've had a bit of a clear out in my workshop and some models, some sold things on, so with the proceeds I've taken myself to a new Multiplex Lentus Thermik. Okay, here we go. This is my first multiplex model, something I've always dreamt of having. Always price is a bit of an issue with them, but you can't beat the quality. Box is not overly substantial, but you can certainly keep it as a storage box and carry case. So as you can see, there's a handle on the top. So I think until the box starts to get misshapen, the model will remain in the box. The components are nicely packed in. I've actually had the model out just to have a look at it, make sure there's no damage. So some of the bracings that were there in the box are now out. I will leave the model like this. This is simply just the fuselages dropped into the centre. Two wing panels with the original bubble wrap on. Just taped it up a little bit to make a bag of it. So that's where it'll be stored. Okay, as you'd expect, the initial look at the model for Multiplex is second to none, really. Foam very smooth, no blemishes. Like the colour scheme, this silver and orange. A little bit of scale fit in the cockpit, which is nice. The seat belt looking good. Nice spinner and motor fitted nice. Lentus on the side is nice and looking pretty much like a scale T-tail glider. Okay, inside the cockpit's nicely laid out for the battery and other bits and pieces. Optional air-tow release in there. That bit of foam locking that you see in the middle is where the retract can be. They've sold out in the UK at the moment, but I will be buying one when they're back in stock. Never really heard of the make of the speed control, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. So leaving that one in, it's nice and slim. The motor looks very nice. And bands wrapped around the prop to help it fold back. Okay, the tailplane's on now. On by 2 nylon bolts, which is good. In case of a heavy landing, hopefully the bolts will snap rather than the tail breaking, which is usual for a T-tail. The elevator push rod is bent at 90 degrees and up into the plastic housing, and they set into the elevator, which is quite nice. And Multiplex, as you would expect, connectors on the wings. Wings are pretty much like the fuselage. Very smooth, very well finished. I like the plastic edging that's on it to protect the leading edge of the wing when you land on the slope. It's very difficult to see really, but as you can see on the wings there's the square spars. Each one slots into the square on the end of each wing, and then there's a centre pin which is actually this. Push in and it holds the two halves on a nice touch. Okay, I found a bit of a faff to put in. I don't know if it's the multiplex connectors in the middle that are stopping it, but they're in anyway now. And the pins, wing joint, tension pins in. So, but just a bit of a faff. Maybe it's because it's new and it was a bit tight. So, one other thing I've noticed while I'm putting the wings on is this. You can see a different coloration there. There's like a thin plastic film glued over it. So it's not just along the leading edge to protect it, it's also on the wingtips. And I assume this is to help with keeping the decals on. So again, nice touch.